Phosphor Dot friends, Earl at thelogbook.com, back to play the official Frogger. Not just any Frogger, the official Frogger. Now, there were two versions of Frogger for the Atari 2600. There was, of course, the very widely available version from Parker Brothers, which was fine. It was an okay game of Frogger. But then there was a version for the Starpath Supercharger, and I suppose I probably need to explain now what a Starpath Supercharger is if you're not already aware of that. The Supercharger was a gadget that you would plug into the cartridge slot of an Atari 2600, and it had additional RAM that the 2600 would bank switch through, and the programs for the Supercharger would take advantage of that bank switching capability. It was something, if I remember correctly, it was something like a 40-fold increase of the native RAM of the 2600, which was not a large amount. And so you could get, in theory, much better games via the Supercharger, which loaded its games from cassette. This gadget that plugged into the cartridge slot had an audio cord that terminated in a headphone jack, a small headphone jack, that you could plug into a Walkman or something. The games all came on cassette, which were much cheaper to manufacture than the cartridges, which, now you understand why a company would go through the trouble of building a peripheral this way, because the initial peripheral may be an upfront manufacturing cost, but after that, the software for it you can duplicate much more cheaply. So this version of Frogger was on cassette, and as such, it was outside of the terms of the license that Parker Brothers had for home versions of Frogger, because Parker Brothers had a lock on cartridge Frogger, a version of Frogger that came on a cartridge. Parker Brothers did not even think for a minute that cassettes were suddenly going to be used as a medium for delivery. And yet here we are, playing a much more graphically nuanced game of Frogger than Parker Brothers gave us for the 2600. Not to knock the Parker Brothers version, it's fine. It was actually, it was pretty good. I owned it. I actually still do. I have a very ratty old cartridge that the label has fallen off of, that has a handmade label from sometime when I was a kid, and trying to approximate the Frogger logo from the arcade marquee, which was something I knew what it looked like because the marquee was replicated on the Coleco tabletop mini arcade version. Now, of course, you have versions of Frogger that are arcade perfect. In fact, one of them, ironically, is on the Atari Flashback Portable. For whatever reason, the Atari Flashback Portable has a perfect arcade game of Frogger on it, rather than the Parker Brothers version for the 2600. So, anything else you could possibly play on the Atari Flashback Portable is, it's the 2600 version, and you go to Frogger, and suddenly it's the arcade game. That was a weird choice, but hey, enough about the Atari Flashback Portable, because that's not what we're playing here. We're playing the official Frogger. I don't know if there were any unofficial Froggers out there to be in competition with. Oh, I'm in danger of running out of time here. Sorry, Froggy. Oh. Alright, let's Woo! Alright, now it gets more dangerous. More officially dangerous. Splat, yeah, that is officially dangerous. Oh! Oh no, Froggy! My frog is not living his best life right now. Oh, in fact, he's living his last life. His last official life. I'm sorry, I'm going to run the official thing into the ground. And just like my frog. So, there is the story behind the official Frogger for the Supercharger, which is, you know, it's actually a really good port. It is superior to the Parker Brothers version. The Parker Brothers version was not terrible. If there's a Parker Brothers version of Frogger that I dislike, it's the Atari 5200 port, because you have to use the keypad to... Oops. You have to use the keypad to move around, because Parker Brothers apparently, you know, designed the game, tried it with that awful non-centering joystick, and said, you know what, we're just going to use the keypad, you know, in anticipation of how people would use their 10 keys to control games in MAME many years later. So maybe Parker Brothers was ahead of the curve, and I'm just not giving them enough credit there. But no keypads here. This is... Oh, that was close. Let's get a bug. Oh, those turtles keep almost getting me. Darn you, turtles. Clearly not Ninja Turtles. Not official Ninja Turtles, anyway. Lady Frog, what you doing? Alright, time is running out. Oh! I got officially squishly. How you doing, Lady Frog? Alright. Alright, let's see if I do any better on this level this time around. Probably not. I will probably officially suck. Just making it official there. Yeah! I'm not sure if some of the graphics, even in Supercharger games, still blink. What the heck happened there, Frog? It's like you just gave up the will to live. Officially. Yeah! Oh, I actually made it. Now can I do that? Can I do that 5 times? Probably not. At least, not officially. Especially with the alligators up there. Sorry, Frog. So sorry. So there you have it, the official Frogger. I officially stink at it, but I think it is officially a step up from the cartridge version. Thanks for watching.